Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Today is Wednesday, April 8th. It's been a few days since I've been on, but even longer since I've showed you anything that I've been working on. Which, to be quite honest, is not that much. I guess I haven't been in the mindset, or I don't want to say I lost my crojo, but for some reason I haven't been doing a lot of it. Someone asked me if I thought that maybe it was the anxiety of what's going on in the world that's preventing me from actually being crafty. And I think that that is correct. You know, when you're quiet and you're working on a project, your mind has, well, my mind has a tendency to, you know, wander. And lately it's been wandering in very dark places. So I've been trying to not do that. And so I've been doing things that keep me much more active. Walking the dogs. Dogs are like in shock, going, "Who are you?" I think I mentioned before, I don't like exercise. I've been gardening a lot. Like yesterday I was gardening a lot. I was gonna say today is a blah day, but right as I start filming, the sun's coming out. Like, what is going on? Anyway, so I decided to do things indoors today, and I've been kind of feeling blah, so I figured I'd get on here and perk up my mood and show you what I've been doing. Things are good here. I haven't been going out. I did go out earlier this week I had to run to the grocery store to pick up some necessities, things that we ran out. I was not impressed. I was very saddened that a lot of people are not heeding the warnings. You know, lots of people wearing gloves and masks, but the social distancing thing, and it's bringing out rudeness in people, honestly. There's a wall of bread, for example, that I was reaching over to grab bread for our house. And this older lady, you know, fully masked and covered, she essentially reached right over me and like basically elbowed me to grab the bread that I wanted. I'm not rude, so I backed off. I'm like, fine. But I just thought that was kind of rude on her part. And I saw many instances of that. So I chose, I'm not going out anymore. I'm gonna send my husband out because I can't deal with that. I can't, you know, as everyone says, we're all in this together. Show some kindness, you know, choose kindness, like Nicole from Dabbling Creations always says, choose kindness. But people are forgetting that, you know, like she wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, or at least I don't think. Why would you think that it's okay to do it now, of all times? Anyway, I'm not gonna ramble. So I'm here to show you what I've been up to. The first thing that I did was some crochet, and it was a test pattern. Zach Stout has created a new pattern, and he reached out and said, "Would you like to test?" I'm like, yes, hell yes. I love that kid so much. Anyway, he created a wrap, and okay, so I have the test copy, so I just wrote in the name, and is it Check Yourself Wrap. So I'm not exactly sure what the front cover will look like of the actual pattern. It is a pay-for pattern, but in my mind, I would pay it because it is so versatile, and there's enough mindfulness crochet to keep you kind of sane, but enough of a change to keep it interesting. So basically it is a wrap. Now I did not block it. I am so sorry, Zach. I'm just not in the mindset to block anything. Anyway, it's very, very long. And it starts panel, then you have your checkerboard, some stripes, and then some more checkerboard. I loved it. I didn't want it to stop working on it. Now, one of the things, okay, so first of all, he used a DK. I love this thing so much. The pattern calls for DK. Now, I did not have enough DK in 2 colors that the pattern calls for. You need like 1,000 yards in total, 500 of each of 2 colors. And so I looked at what I got, because there's no shopping. And I had Caron Simply Soft. Now, Caron Simply Soft, to me, even though it says the number 4, it is a very light number 4. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna use that. So I used Caron Simply Soft in Burgundy and Caron Simply Soft in Plum Perfect. I love the colors, and I'm not a purple person, but I just love the combo or the contrast of these two colors. Just, I loved it. Yeah, and the great thing about working with Zach is he had a few of us test this pattern, and he decided to create a private Instagram chat for all of us to share our info or findings or progress pics. It was so great. I loved it. I love that. More designers should do that, and I could make it like a test group. It was awesome. Anyway, I found nothing that I could add to this. I found no, because as a tester, you're looking for some sort of advice that you could give, or, you know, mistakes that you're looking for. Found no mistakes. Couldn't add to it because it was so well done. I loved it. And I can see this in a black and white. Like, I really could. It's, I'm actually thinking about it. But I don't have any more. I think I have black Caron Simply Soft, but I don't have any white Caron Simply Soft, and I don't have enough DK. So I might have to do this when all this stuff clears up. Anyway, I loved it, and I actually think that this might be really good in a fingering, a light fingering for summer, because it is so awesome. I loved it. I loved it. I can't say enough about his writing style and his designs. They're great. They're awesome. Kudos to you, Zach. You did a great job. So that's the only crochet that I have done. I think last time I showed you anything, I was showing you the knitting that I was doing. I was working on this Pioneer Braid scarf. It is a free pattern. I'll leave the link down below. And I was saying that there was some stuff I couldn't understand, and I didn't know if it was me or the pattern. I figured it out. And then, it's going much smoother. And I was using this Loops and Threads Colors. And it's a number 4, which I think it's very light to be a number 4. It's lighter than Caron Simply Soft. And it is 100% acrylic, and the color is Wine Knot, like W-I-N-E-N-O-T. Beautiful colors. Anyway, I did not finish it. I finished it very short, and it came out like this. I love the colors, the way they ran into each other. But what I didn't like, okay, so when you're knitting and when you're going in one direction and then you have to connect to the other direction, there's what they call an SSK, which is a decrease, a slip, slip, knit. So you slip knitwise, you slip knitwise, and then you knit the two together. But what was happening is these like ridge of bubblies. And so I'm gonna show you, see, look down here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I thought maybe it would have been the yarn, because I'm not thrilled with this yarn. I started to crochet with it, just a little swatch, and it does crochet better than it knits. It splits like you would not believe with a knitting needle. Oh, for me anyway. It's like very loosely spun yarn. It's very soft, very fuzzy, like, it's got a halo. But it's loosely spun, not quite roving, but loosely spun. So you're constantly catching small little threads, and I was getting frustrated. So I just stopped there. I might have to pull this out and use it as something else. Probably, quite possibly crochet. So I was not impressed with that yarn. So a couple of days ago, I had to go and get some yarn as a birthday gift, but obviously nothing's open. So I ordered online at Michael's, and the yarn that I was gonna send as a gift, even though they didn't, when I ended up going, it was a curbside pickup, which was a great idea. I love it. But one, not all the yarns that they have are listed on the website, one. Number two, it showed that that store had it in stock, certain items, and I ordered it, and then just before I picked it up, they gave me a list of stuff that oh, sorry, we don't have it. So I was needless to say, I was upset. But anyway, while I ordered the yarn, sorry, I'm getting very warm. While I ordered the yarn for my friend, I decided I'm gonna order some stuff for myself. So I ordered the hopscotch, and obviously now the light comes out and doesn't want to show you. This one is Scooter, and it's got greens and yellows and blues. It's really nice. So I said I wanted to try this pattern and this yarn. Then I saw that they had this Craft Smart value stripe. So this one is called Strawberry Cream. And it's like light peach and gray and pink. And this one. And this one is called Rainbow. And it's got a whack of stuff. Actually this one is, hold on. This one is value stripe. This one is value jacquard. That's why they have like this splotchy stuff, right? So it's like a faux jacquard. Anyway, I thought, okay, I need something to pick me up, and I don't want to spend a lot, and these were $3.99, plus Michael's had 20% off your whole order. So I thought, okay, that's perfect. I'll give it a try. But I had very low expectations of this yarn because I thought, oh, it's going to be just like the old Red Heart. It's not. It is squishy. For $3.99, it's an amazing deal. It's squishy. It's wonderful to work with. I love this. I love it. So I'm going to show you that same braided scarf pattern in that. I love it. I love the bright colors. So I'm working on another braided scarf. Now, I have been working with different, so the SSK was one that was creating bubbles. I don't know if I can show you. It's creating like a ridge. So I've been playing with the different ways of doing SSK, and I came up with one that is not quite as bubbly. Right there. Not quite. See, this is the bubbly one. This one's not quite as bubbly. So I'm loving that. I'm going to finish the whole scarf in that way. But this stuff is squishy. I have no idea how it washes. It might pill up like no tomorrow. But right now, it's wonderful to work with. So I got that. So that's all. It's funny. I've been doing a lot of knitting, and Laurel said, oh, I think we're going to lose you to knitting. No, you won't. I still adore crochet. Crochet is not my number one. But I'm also a process crafter as opposed to a project crafter. I love the process of learning, and I love the process of the actual act of doing it. To be honest with you, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't bother me that much. I am not about the end result. I want to get the stitches down. I want to, don't get me wrong, I like finishing items that look good too, but that's not why I'm doing it. For me, it's about the process. So you won't be losing me to crochet or to knitting. I'm just a little obsessed right now because it's new. I'm learning new stuff, and to me, I find that exciting. So anyway, what else do I want to talk to you about? Okay, so also, a couple of videos ago, I talked about, sorry, I'm really parched today. I talked about the continuous join of your squares. And I've been wanting to do a video tutorial to show you so that you can see like the camera down on my hands to show you. But my husband built me like a little contraption to hold my camera, and it uses wing nuts, and one of the wing nuts broke. So I can't use it, and now the hardware stores are closed and we can't pick it up. So when I get that fixed, I will do a tutorial. But in the meantime, I created a little chart. Now I'm gonna scan this, so if anybody wants me to email you just this chart, I will more than likely just send me an email, and I will just attach this chart and send it back to you. So the idea, we're gonna go over this real quick. The idea is these are your squares, okay? And you start in this corner, and you do your border, and then you go down, and then when you go up, you take the next square and attach it on this row. So you go up, now you have two squares attached. Then you will go along the top and back down. Take your next square and attach it back up and across and then down. So you can do this however many squares wide you want. And then when you go down, and when you have the width that you want, you will go across all the way to the beginning here, okay? Then you take your next square and you will go this way, but you will attach this one to this one. And you will go that way and then back down. Take your next square and it'll be attached to this square. And you go up, and then when you go across here, you'll be attaching it to this square here, to this line that you've just done. You'll be attaching it to that line, back down, and so on and so forth like that. And then when you get to the end of your blanket, you will go down all the way across the bottom and then across the top. And then you'll meet right where you started. So that's where both of your loose ends were going to be. Now, if you notice, because you're attaching here to there, there's going to be, let's say you're using black. There'll be one row of black here, one row of black here. So everywhere in the middle, there'll be 2 rows of black connecting yarn. So when you get to this here, you're only going to have 1, as you can see. So what I would do is pick another stitch and go all the way around again. I'm done. Anyway, I'm so sorry about those, kind of wishy-washy way of showing you this, but it's the only way I could think of without actually having the camera down, which I don't have right now. So, like I said, I will scan this. If you really want it, just send me an email. I'll attach it and send it back to you. But that's basically, you could use any stitch you want, the granny stitch, single crochet, double crochet, treble, whatever. But as long as the root is the same, you'll end up with 2 ends in that corner. That's what I've been doing. So I figured I'd show you that. Okay, what else? Oh, I wanted to share something else. I was on Ravelry, because I still use Ravelry. I love it. And I came across, okay, so if you go on Ravelry and you go in the top right hand corner, there's a section called forums. And in that forum, in that section, there's a forum called patterns. I'm gonna try to show you that, okay? And under patterns, there's usually people looking for patterns, or people looking for help with the pattern. Anyway, at the top, there is a section called patterns. Come on. Patterns, sales, and promo. If you click on that, and it's daily, you will get designers knitting and crochet designers, who post a new design. And a lot of times, most times, they will have it on special, either for 24 hours or a month or whatever, but you can actually get a discount on your pattern. So love that. So I kind of check it every once in a while. I came across a designer, and what's her name? Oh my goodness, hold on. Her name is it Tammy? Hold on. Yeah, Tammy Larrabee. And her store is called Endless Crochet Creations. She is putting all 79 of her crochet patterns, and she's got hats and mitts and sweaters, and I haven't even gone through everything. All 79 for 20 Canadian dollars. Can you believe that? Even if I only do, like 3 of them, it's paid for itself. So I'm going to link, now I'm going to leave, the link that I leave below is going to be, it's going to take you to a window where you have to put in the, the code, the discount code. And you can type in "stay home" in that box, and then that will take you straight to the list of all the patterns that she has with the total of $20. I think it's like $240 value, and $20, and it's all for the month of April. I know $20 seems like a lot, but it's like $79 patterns. That's insane. So, like I said, I'm gonna leave the link for that down below. Good deal. And lastly, I was texting Michelle from Shell Crochet, which I should do that. And she tagged me in a spring tag, which I will do, probably not for another week or so. But so I need somebody to kick me in the you know what to get me going to make something, because I really need a little more of an somebody pushing me a little bit. So I'm also working on a knitted project with someone else, Jenn. She has a channel here, Jenn and Bowman. And we're both very new knitters, so we're both working on a shawl together. But I wanted to do something like that with crochet too. So I suggested to Michelle, I said, do you want to do one like that? We can keep hold each other accountable. She's like, yeah. And she's like, well, what about a boomerang? And I'm like, well, I've already done a boomerang before. I'm not impressed with the shape of it. So I said, but there is one that I've been eyeing. It's a free pattern, and it's called the Saffron Shawl. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, I love it. I might leave off the fringe there, but I love the shawl part. It's very unique, almost spider webby. So I suggested it, and she's like, yeah, it sounds great, and it's free. So I downloaded it and printed it today. It's 12 pages long. I'm sorry, Michelle. I don't know if she knows that it's 12 pages. There's a lot of writing, but obviously I'm assuming it's a detailed pattern. But she also includes charts. No, come on, come on. Ugh. There you go, charts. So I'm assuming it's called the Saffron Shawl by Cirsium Crochet. I'll leave a link for that one as well. If any of you guys want to jump on and do it with us, that would be awesome. And if you get it done and you feel that you might want to share it, send me an email. I'd love to see your creation. Some people have done it actually multicolored. I can see it being done in scraps. I can see it done in maybe 2 colors. Anyway, it looks amazing, but it is a big pattern. I don't know if I can do it. So we'll see. Keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully Jenn and I Michelle and I will have some fun doing this. And that's all I have going. I still have a few other whips, but yeah, I'll work on a little bit at a time. I hope everyone is staying safe and staying sane. That is very, very important. I know someone who is acting a little weird. I don't know what to say. So my mom's not having a very good time with this right now because she hasn't been out of the house in over a month. Literally, like I feel for her. So I don't know. I don't know if she's listening. She's asked me to buzz her head. I refuse, but she keeps hounding me. What do I do? Anyway, I don't know if she really wants her head buzzed or whether she's just, I don't know, going a little stir crazy, cabin fever. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a safe and sane time right now. And I'm not sure when I'll be back, but I will be back and we will talk soon.